What is your reaction when something bad happens to you? One problem after the other, one obstacle after another. For some folks, some years are worse than the other. And you may ask, why? Why is me? What is happening here? I don't understand. It didn't make sense. Why these things are happening to me? In this video, I'm going to talk about a very hot subject in the last day, and that is nothing just happens. That's right, nothing just happens. God is working behind the scene for your good, for my good, especially as the scripture promise, for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. There are things in people's life that happen that didn't make sense. They just can't figure out why these things are happening to them. Why do I always fail? Why don't my plans work? Why don't just God bless me and take all those problems away? Maybe you lost a job, maybe someone walked out of your life, or maybe life just didn't go how you planned it. And in that moment, it felt like your world is falling apart. But later you looked back and realized if that door hadn't closed, I wouldn't be where I am today. And that's because nothing just happens. Every setback, every pain, every discouragement is part of God's plan. And today we're going to dive deeper into Romans 8:28. And I promise by the end of this message, you'll see when life doesn't make sense, God is still in control. And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And let's be honest, when life is going well, this verse is easy to believe, but it's in the hard things when life doesn't make sense. When you're facing rejection, loss, pain, it's hard to say all things work together for good. Yet that's exactly what Paul reminds us. All things work together for good. Not only the good things or the bad things, but all things. All things mean the good and the bad. The problem is we don't mind if good things happen, right? But it's in the problem when things don't make sense. Even the things that break us, God can use it to rebuild us. Point number one, all things work together for good. All things mean the good, the bad, the confusing, the ugly are working for your good. And let's be honest, when bad things happen, we don't see the purpose. I remember seasons in my life where I was confused, hurt. I used to complain. I used to blame people. I used to even blame God and doubt God. Later that I realized that all those moments were shaping me. Life has a way of humbling you. It forces you to your knee, where all you can do is just whisper, God, please help me. You see, nothing that happens surprises God. He knows the pain you carry. He knows who betrayed you, who rejected you, who walked away from you, who molested you. And still he says, I'm working for your good. Because God never sleeps, he never slumbers, he's in complete control. And he knows where you are. And he knows how old you are. So when your plans fall apart, when your prayer seems unanswered, remember, God is still working even in the midst of silence. David said, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Your steps were ordered. You're not lost, you're being led. Secondly, suffering has a purpose. Let's be real, nobody enjoys pain. But in Romans chapter 5, verse 3-4, we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope. That means pain is not punishment, it's preparation. Every hardship is building something in you that comfort never could. But think about this. Gold is purified only in fire. Diamond is formed only under pressure. And your faith grows stronger in the storm. How many of you have gone through things that make you stronger? You learn to forgive. You stop worrying about small things. You realize that even you lost something, you gain something deeper. Don't waste your suffering. Don't rush out the process. The pain that you're in today could be the platform for your purpose tomorrow. James 1:2-3 says, Count it all joy, my brothers, when you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. Even when you can't understand what's happening, trust that God is shaping your character. Let's look at the purpose behind those bad things. The poverty, the pressure, the problem, the pain, the suffering. In other words, we can learn from suffering. We can take advantage of bad things that happen. There's a reason behind it. It's not a mistake. It's not an accident. God didn't fall asleep on the job and the devil came in and wrecked the car. No, God never sleeps. No, he never slumbers. He's in complete control and he knows where you are. He knows how old you are. He knows how much time you spent. He knows what happened to you. He knows who walked out and left you. He knows who betrayed you. He knows where you are in life. He knows about your bills. He knows about your degree. He knows about the health of your child. He knows the condition of your neighborhood. Understand that and tell yourself, nothing just happens. Some people say, if that hadn't happened, maybe I would have gone to the province. If I had passed the exam, maybe I wouldn't have left my hometown. If I hadn't come to church that day. But that's not how it works. Again, David says, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Your steps are being led. It's not that you're smart, it's not that you're great, it's not that you're holy, it's not that you're perfect, it's not that you're good, but God is working behind the scenes, put you in the right place and release you into your destiny, and you are here. You can't run away. Tell yourself nothing just happens. If God called you, no matter what happens, you're still in His will. Jonah was told to go to Nineveh, but he ran away from God's presence. God sent a great fish to swallow Jonah. Even he stayed 3 days and nights. Even though he disobeyed, Jonah was still in the will of God. And God gave him life again from the belly of the fish. Not 1 day, not 2, but 3 days. Nothing just happens. On the third day, that backslidden, that rebellious preacher come out of the water. And 2,000 years later, Christ said, even as Jonah was in the belly of the fish, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. Because nothing just happens. Your mistakes were in His will. Your trouble was in His will. Your pain was in His will. David said, if I ascend to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. He was with you in the middle of your trouble. He was with you in the middle of your pain. That's why Paul said, I have learned to be content in every situation. I don't know where you are right now, but I know this. Nothing just happens. Whatever God has predetermined to happen will come to pass, and no devil in hell will be able to stop the plan of God. Yes, God gives you free will, but if you think that you're strong enough to change His will, you are fooling yourself. We have to look at the big picture. I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. 2 Corinthians 4:17. For this light momentary affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison. We should take advantage of suffering. Romans 5:3-4. We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance. We shouldn't blame God or blame others. Instead, remind ourselves, out of those problems, we become stronger. After purification, gold becomes pure. After pressure, diamond is formed. You learn to forgive, you don't mind small things, you gain by loss, live by dying, succeed through failure. Once again, count it all joy when you meet trials, for the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. Don't take suffering for granted. No pain is wasted, no suffering is wasted. God is always at work for our good and His glory. Even when we can't comprehend the why, we must remember God is in control. And because of that, we have hope. As believers, we don't go through those problems alone. We have Jesus. He walks with us and works in us. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. They shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned. Lastly, we'll look, it is a promise. We may not understand everything that is happening, but it's for our good. Even in difficulty, God is doing something, and He knows what He's doing. He knows what's best for us. When we hate someone, we wish them harm. God allows those things to happen, not to harm us, but to help us, to build us, to shape us, to prepare us. He's building our character. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. However, the promise isn't for everybody. This promise is for those who love God and are called according to His purpose. So my first question is, do you love God? And I mean, do you really love God? Do you love what He loves? Do you hate what He hates? Because it says here, the promise isn't for everybody. Jesus asked Peter 3 times, do you love me? And more than this, you know. He said, Lord, I love you. And one more, it is for those who are called according to His purpose. Does God call you? Do you know that God calls you? Here are some signs that you can know God called you. The first one can be through revelation. That means Jesus had made Himself known to you. It can be role. You feel a calling to a mission or a ministry, or a service heart, your desire to serve others, or through conviction, you feel led to change your life, or through confirmation, others confirm your calling, or maybe through circumstances. Life keeps pushing you toward God's plan. Remember, nothing just happens. Everything happens for a reason. Your story isn't over. Even the hard chapters, it is still in God's design. When you can see His hand, trust His heart. Because truly, nothing just happens.